Hey guys, welcome to today's daily report from ReadySetCrypto. So we're seeing a lot of blood in the streets today, but really the bigger picture is a consolidation of one of the most parabolic surges in financial market history, during which, and it doesn't take much, minor FUD is able to scare off weak hands. Ultimately, Bitcoin will absorb such news as it always does by rising to new all-time highs. What's scaring everyone is the news that South Korea will tighten Bitcoin exchange rules amid speculative boom. But this is totally bogus. What it really means is that they're going to continue to implement identity confirmations as a regulation, as they always do with literally everything, including League of Legends. The media put out language that left possible bans on the table, bans of exchanges, that is. However, South Korea has a track record of saying they won't ban the large, reputable exchanges. They'll go for the small ones that are too volatile and weak for consumers to trust. However, this news has just created a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, but ultimately it was already in the cards, and further regulation will only go to legitimize crypto in South Korea. 31% of South Korea workers already own crypto. Market volume won't dip from an identity confirmation regulation. I wouldn't worry, it's all good. Take advantage of the knee-jerk FUD. Everybody that's in the know is ready to capitalize on the weak hand selling. As Warren Buffett said, be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. So next up, we have our pick for today's crypto opportunity. We've selected Deep Brain Chain. Deep Brain Chain is a decentralized neural network that distributes computational requirements to thousands of nodes in order to lower the cost of computing, as well as make use of all the benefits of blockchain technology. It's a mineable coin. The idea behind it is that the miners supply the computational power to the network and receive DBC as compensation. Therefore, it doubles up as both a data computation technology and also as a data trading platform. DBC uses the privacy and efficiency of the blockchain to make AI computational demands much cheaper for businesses. They claim that 5,000 AI firms were born in the last 5 years, and of a $20 billion cost. So 20 to 30% of that was spent on computational power alone. DBC aims to cut that figure by 70%, solving a real problem in the AI field through blockchain. So the pros are that it's backed by the NEO Council, that it just was listed on KuCoin, and it will likely be listed on Huobi soon. It has a small market cap, and it has real-world use cases that are easy to identify in the AI field. The cons is that it's badly marketed at the moment. It's got poor English translations and production. Their website is really bad. Whales bought a lot during the very cheap ICO and have a lot of power at the moment. The ICO itself sold out within a few hours. This can be seen as a pro, but I don't think it was as popular enough back then to be a craze. More likely that a few investors bought a lot of DBC and they may dump it onto the exchanges. In summary, you should be watching Deep Brain because Asian markets are opening up. Plus it has AI, plus it only has a $15 million market cap, plus it has a strong team. It's currently at about 8 cents, and we are targeting around 20 cents, and then it's going to be listed on Huobi, which is the 6th largest exchange in Asia. You can buy Deep Brain on KuCoin.com via the Ethereum pair. I wouldn't wait on this one if it sounds interesting to you.
Hey guys, here's your crypto market minute for a Thursday. What I'm looking at here is Ethereum. And what I'm seeing is, after this fantastic, long, symmetrical triangle that got set up here, and in some ways you could also call this, with the series of higher lows that went along with this one, you can also call this an ascending triangle. Doesn't really matter what it is, what it really creates, regardless of what you call this, is it's winding up that spring further and further before it finally blasts off. So it's storing up potential energy, and eventually this breaks out, creates a small little flag before it finally blasts off. Now what is it doing? So this is where everybody, I think, finally the dip came along. People bought the dip, but then what's happening is it's coming into a lower high. And I believe what's occurring right now is that it's setting up with another one of these triangle consolidations. So let me clear the screen here and you can see this a little bit better. So I'm not all that much into Elliott wave theory, but what this is called is the ABC corrective pattern. So A, B up, and then C down. So this could be the ABC corrective pattern on here, which is very normal if a lower high is going to set up. So that's apart from the whole Elliott wave theorem. Now, the way that these usually end up manifesting themselves is you get a series of lower highs that sets up, as well as a series of higher lows. Series of lower highs and a series of higher lows. And what this ends up doing is kind of bouncing back and forth into the apex of the triangle. Once again, that builds up energy. A linear straight line like this takes an enormous amount of energy out of the market, or you could say sideline money is another way of saying this. This builds up energy again, and eventually the pressure overcomes the apex, and eventually this breaks out. Now, we've seen this go the opposite way first. Sometimes this creates an enormous amount of pressure to the downside, and eventually the whipsaw comes into play from here. So big movement comes out of the apex of these triangle. This is what I'm seeing right now, is that regardless of the fact that whether we're looking at Ethereum or Bitcoin, Litecoin, just about any major coin right now is all showing kind of the same pattern right now. It's setting up in a pennant pattern. That's a consolidation pattern so far. Until we see these lows get violated with lower lows, then we're in a consolidation pattern. That is it for today's Crypto Market Minute.
So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click on that like button. And if you're new here and want to continue to receive high quality crypto analysis on a daily basis, by all means hit that subscribe button and be sure to hit the bell next to it to be notified when we release new videos. We're also putting out a daily newsletter, so you should definitely look out for that in the description below. Have a good one, guys. Peace.